Welcome, dear children. Subject Mathematics Standard 7th. Chapter 2 Multiplication and Division of Integers. Part 2. Now, student, today we will see the division of integers. Now, student, we have learned how to divide one positive integer by the another one. So, we also know that the quotient of such a division may be an integer or a fraction. Clear? It means that if you will divide a number, the quotient obtained will be your fraction or an integers. Clear? Now see the example. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now 6 is completely divided by 2. So the quotient obtained is 3. Next one is given, that is 5 divided by 3. Now 5 is not completely divided by 3. So the quotient you will get, the answer you will get in a fraction, that is 5 upon 3. So whenever you will divide the number, your quotient will be in a way of integer or a fraction. Now student, here the number line is given. On the right hand side of your number line we have marked the positive numbers, and on the left hand side of your number line we have marked the negative number. Now here we have to find out the pairs of opposite numbers. So see student, some of the pairs of opposite numbers are given over here. So minus 1 upon 2, what is the opposite of minus 1 upon 2? The opposite of minus 1 upon 2 is plus 1 upon 2. So if you will add this number, you will get 0. Whenever you are adding the two numbers and the sum you will get is 0, it means the given numbers are your opposite numbers. So opposite numbers are also known as your additive inverse number. Clear student? Opposite numbers are also known as additive inverse number. Now student, we have learned that the product of two negative integer is positive. So let us see the example, that is, if you will multiply minus 1 with minus 1, what you will get your product? Your product will be 1. Clear? You will get positive 1. Now student, let us divide both this side by minus 1. What you will get? You will get the equation as minus 1 is equal to 1 upon minus 1. Clear? So therefore 1 upon minus 1 is equal to minus 1. Clear? From this we can say that any negative number such as 7, for example 7 can be represented as 7 multiplied by minus 1 equal to 7 multiplied by 1 upon minus 1. That is, you will get is 7 upon minus 1. Clear student? So by using this property, let us now understand how to divide positive integer by a negative integer. What you have to do is, here you have to divide any positive integer by a negative integer. So here we will take an example of, that is 7 upon minus 2. Now we have to divide this one positive integer with the negative one. So as per the equation, what you will do is, we will take 7 upon minus 2 is equal to 1 multiplied by 7 upon minus 1 multiplied by 2. So what you will do is, first divide this 1 upon minus 1. What you will get? You will get, that is minus 1. Clear? Multiply by 7 upon 2 will come as it is equal to minus 1 multiplied by 7 is minus 7 upon 2. Clear? Why here minus 7? Because we are multiplying this minus 1 with 7. So minus plus will be minus. So like this you have to carry out the division of positive integer by a negative integer. Clear students? Now next what you have to do is, next we have to divide any negative integer by a negative integer. Clear? So here we will take the example of minus 13 upon minus 2. Now both the integers are negative. So we have to use the equation, that is minus 13 upon minus 2 is same as minus 1 multiplied by 13 minus 1 multiplied by 2. Clear? So what you will do? First we have to divide minus 1 with minus 1. So what you will get? 1 divided by 1, you will get 1. Minus minus will become plus. Multiply by 13 upon 2. Clear? So 1 multiply by 13 upon 2, what you will get? 1 multiply by 13 is 13 upon 2 as it is. So like this you have to carry out the division of integers. Clear? Now we have to follow certain rules, certain conditions for division of integer. First one is no number can be divided by 0. It means that we cannot divide any number by 0. Clear? Second point is the division of two positive integer is always positive. So when you are dividing the two positive integer, the answer you will get, the quotient you will get is also a positive integer. Third point is the division of two negative integer is always positive. So when you are dividing the two negative integer, so the quotient you will get is positive. Fourth point is the division of a positive and a negative integer is always negative. So when you are dividing one positive integer with negative integer, your answer will be always negative. Clear? And one more important point you have to keep in your mind, that is if any integer is divided by a non-zero integer, then the denominator of the division obtained is always written as positive integers. Clear everyone? Now see, whenever you are dividing an integer by the another non-zero integer, it is compulsory to write the denominator of a quotient as a positive integer. Clear? Now let's see practice set 9. First one, minus 96 divided by 16. We have to divide negative integer with positive. So how you will divide? See here, minus 96 we have to divide it with 16. Clear? So how you will divide? Now both the numbers are in which table together? Now here 16 ones are, you will get 16, and 16 six are, you will get 96, means minus 6. So here your answer is, that is minus 6. Clear? Like this you have to divide. Now next one is 98 divided by minus 28. Now see here, your denominator is negative. So just now we have learned that it is compulsory. What we have to do is, it is compulsory to make your denominator as positive integer. Now how you will do this? See I am solving over here. Now 98 upon minus 28 is given. Clear? We have to make our denominator as positive. So what we will do is, here we will multiply both the numbers with 1. 98 upon minus 28 is equal to 1 multiply by 98 upon minus 1 multiply by 28. Clear? Now further what you will do is, first we have to divide 1 with minus 1. So what you will get? You will get, that is minus 1. Multiply by, now we have to see 98 and 28 is divisible by which number? Now 98 and 28 is divisible by which number? Can you tell me? Now 98 and 28 is together divisible by 14. That is 14 sevens are and 14 twos are. Clear? So what you will get after dividing it? See, 14 will get cancelled. We have to divide this. 14 will get cancelled. So what will remain here? Minus 1 multiply by 7. What you will get? Minus 7 upon, here only 2 is there. So 2. So your answer is minus 7 upon 2. Clear students how you will do this? Now minus 51 divided by 68. So we have to divide minus 51 with 68. So how you will going to divide this? Now minus 51 and 68 is divisible by which number? Here it is divisible by 17 threes are. Clear? And the next one is 17 fours are. So what you will get? 17 will get cancelled. So minus 3 upon 4. Clear? Now next one is given, that is minus 85 divided by 20. Now here we have to divide minus 85 by 20. Now it is divisible by which number? Together the 30 minus 85 upon 20, together it is divisible by which number? It is divisible by, that is 5. 5 multiplied by minus 17 upon 5 multiplied by 4. So 5 will get divided. Clear? 5 ones are 5 ones are. So what you will get? You will get minus 17 upon 4. Clear, students? What you will get over here? Here you will get minus 17 upon 4. Now see the next one. Here 38 divided by minus 57. Now again our denominator is negative. So what you will do is 38 divided by minus 57. What you have to do is, first we have to multiply it with 1. Clear? So minus 1 multiplied by 57. So first we have to divide it. 1 upon minus 1. What you will get? You will get that is minus 1. Now 38 and 57 together, it is divisible by which number? That you have to find out. So 38 and 57 is divisible by which? Divisible by which number? It is divisible by 19. 19 twos and 19 threes. So 19 will get divided. 19 ones are 19 ones. What will remain here? Minus 1 multiplied by 2. So what you will get? Minus 2 upon 3. Clear, student? So the remaining sums is your homework. Question number 2. Write 3 divisions of integers such that the fractional form of each will be 24 upon 5. Now students, here we have to find out the fraction in such a way that after dividing that fraction you should get your answer 24 upon 5. So see how you will going to find out. We have to find out the 3 division. Now first one, what you will do is, how you will going to find out, that is, first take this 24 upon 5. Now what you have to do is, this 24 multiplied by 2 and 5 multiplied by 2. What you will get? You will get that is 48 upon 10. Now students, if you will divide this 48 upon 10, what you will get? Your answer, that is 24 upon 5. Clear? So our first number we have got is 48 upon 10. Clear? Now second one, we will take again the same 24 upon 5 we have to take. So 24 multiplied by 3 and 5 multiplied by 3. So what you will get over here is, that is 72 upon 15. So if you will divide 72 and 15, you will get your answer, that is 24 upon 5. Clear? Now the third number we will take, that is 24 multiplied by 4 upon 5 multiplied by 4. So here, after multiplying 24 and 5 with 4, you will get, that is 96 upon 20. Clear? So again, if you will divide this number, you will get your answer, that is 24 upon 5. So the 3 numbers we have got here is, the 3 divisions of integers we have got is 48 divided by 10, 72 divided by 15, 96 divided by 20. So this is the 3 divisions which you will divide. You will get the answer, you will get the fraction, that is 24 upon 5. Clear, student? So question number 3 you will do. Now what you have to do in this 3 divisions of integers, we have to find out in such a way that after dividing it you will get your answer, that is minus 5 upon 7. So this is your homework. Thank you.